talking to the Hmong farmers in Hmong. So if you don't understand, I'm sorry, but it's a learning process. This is my mom, so I'm gonna call her mom in in my language, okay? Yeah. Lúc này nó có cho nó chín sữa. Hả? Zucchini.
Flower, basil, tomato, cucumber.
Ê, but you like Paco or Teh?
My husband.
Anh nó có cả tua chỉ tôm mò.
Tuna, sweet, flour, salami, big bag, wheat, gravy. Yeah, zucchini, leaf.
Của Teh thằng đấy là.
Của Teh tàu mấy trăm.
Cứ thế à? Ê, lưu vị cái giờ lại để chị.
Vì để tàu, để bà, để cho nào.
Cái đó này this way này lại chị. Like này chị không nên mua chị ra.
Tới mua đồ, mua cây, mua tỏi, mua rau, chị mua tắc.
Ê, lý này mua chị. Cái này cho chị.
Luôn thì là next week. I think we may have almost the same stuff.
Em mua chị mà.
Chị bé mua lắm mà.
Thế nên mà chị này có này chị ninh này.
Bé mua chị cho luôn.
Em cái sạch này ở đây cứ phải tao thế à? Or lì xong yêu chị qua lại.
Nhất tôi
tụi nó là ba linh nhỉ. Có bảo ba bữa sáng thế à? Có bao nhiêu thế?
Chị nhỏ tôi là em chúng như nó lên mà đi.
Em thở có thế có tiếng này trời cái thứ lại cái những chuyện nhiều lâu rồi cái mà ở đây.
Hả?
Thầy có ôi trời cái thứ ở lại thế à? Những thứ ở ý xa trời những ở sơ ở.
Sao thì như tê thế là gì? Tôi cứ là ô thế là.
Ê, nên chỉ nên tôi thấy chưa thấy tôi.
Hả?
Nên tôi thấy chưa thấy tôi. Hả?
Chuyện gì vậy?
Vì tôi nhớ mình cả tay tôi xong rồi.
Ồ, nhớ. Sao chuyện gì biết tôi nè? Ê. Sao chuyện gì?
Sao nên tôi ở đây tôi xong rồi.
Ở đây à?
Where you going, Joe?
Ê, đi xịt.
What do you want?
Đấy cả là.
Ê, đi xịt.
Thì ở đây tôi xong gì?
Be careful, big guy.
Chị có là.
Chị muốn nhìn nào thì ở chỗ.
Sorry.
Hai tay cái nó này em mong ha. Nó này like em mong thế nó thế này có chị thế cả cái này nhớ cho thế này nhớ để chị tôi mua thế thế này bữa linh to kiểu like chị ba ở thế nít ra để ở đây à
Đấy nhỉ?
ở đây bữa sáng
Sáng.
so nó nói
You know what I could do is buy
nó nói là chị sẽ
Nó là bé mà rau thêm, rau thêm, đi thêm, tàu, ta sẽ tàu là cái số ba. Cái bé một thêm bé dầu, thêm một lên ta sẽ bé một cho,
so nó này bé lên to nó được cười sao
bé là
Ê, lử văn thế này là mua chị.
là thì bé một ý giảm mà thế sao?
Mấy à sao?
Bé chỉ một khổng cái một tam một non.
Rồi cứ lúc trời mua khổng tôi hồi chả.
OK đó. Mua mì nữa.
OK thì nói mì chi mì ya có chơi mà không chào lúc nào nên một khoảng chi thế like lử ban thế này mua chi thế thế này có chơi mua này like nên bây giờ chi
cái nào biết mua rau chua thế rau yên thì biết mua đi thế tàu biết mua tôi đi thế em ba and biết mua new Saturday biết mua new Thursday downtown
nên cứ chơi lên họ nên chơi lên Shiba
biết mua gì lên Shiba
so cái này cái gì là huri cá
cái này biết mua gì biết mua giống gì
so lử ban thế nên muaของอีกอย่าง是咯nên mua ของ在
但是呢是小被空的呀 and then 头在呢多些被摸一只空在
我叫Hi tụi nó là Jason thế nữa một khoảng đây nè thế nữa chỉ tụi nó thế tụi nó như nè này huli cha này chỉ này huli cha thế your price name nó hay nó có chấm một khoảng nó hai lúa móng sao có chấm nó hai lúa móng một chỗ hồ TV na your auto chấm móng sao chỉ hai mươi cái xong hai lúa móng một cái chỉ bỏ kìa so là support này ở đây họ đấy thế từวันthế này cho anh chị thế nếu nó nên mua chị thế nên phải lên cứ thế nên phải nhậu đấy là support sao mua lại
đang được chụp hình mua thì ta
ấy con này nó có xem từ lúc nào nên mua chị thế lượt vàng thế này mua chị
nó là mua thì bà tiền mua tí à sao tàu tàu đi bây giờ cho cái này
anh nhìn
với anh nhận đấy
thế
thì
pa
là sẽ cái mình chỉ pa nếu mua thì nó sẽ ổn định chỉ lạiเลย
so nếu ở đây không đấy là
bé ổn có ổn làm mà là sư
什么不是小麦
tao ở xong rồi
xong rồi so你เป็น有对的
bé nhiều tê mà rồi họ bé chỉ chân tới thì bé có tê sư thì ở chỗ này là thay bé đó
cho thế
nếu mua trò thì bị bé sai đó
Joy is it what time
Friday at 7 and Saturday at 8:30.
on cable on what channel
Channel 11.
trong của Ian là cho when cái cứ huli cha mua hay so nếu nó nên mua chi sự
chúng ta chỉ là mua gì mình chỉ thế cho vậy hả
lừa vàng thế này mua gì ạ
chỉ có nhà tiền theo nhà mua vậy
so nên ở đây còn đây là
chứ ở trong cái mua cổ
nếu bây giờ ở đây cứ mà nên sẽ cứ cái đó mà
thế chúng ta chỉ qua là qua thế sao
so nếu bây giờ lên ở đây
cũng nhiều đó là sao
So what is your name and mom?
Bo.
Bo, and it means.
It means butterfly.
And you're
Or
saying.
like the cocoon of the butterfly.
Oh.
But it still means butterfly.
And your brother's name is.
His name is Hossein. It means peace. So usually our names are strong names or symbols or something. Like for example, my mom's name is It means her name is Jude. It means a bell, to ring a bell. So usually parents try to name their child after a certain symbol to represent that, like the sensitive or like
50 cents.
same thing. Someone who's calm or try to have a good name for the child. They want something with meaning. So the child could be that meaning they said. If they said, for example, they'll say, like one of my other brother is Monjon, means like you have a good good luck. So they want him to have good luck, So it's his name, so they want him to have that as born with.
So why did they name you Butterfly?
I don't know because
Is there a story behind that?
I don't know, but it's just I don't know. The name has been around for a long time.
That's a beautiful name.
And then my sister's name is E, means number 1, because she was the first child. And I guess they couldn't have kids for a while or something. Yeah, so the first kid is E, and then I'm the second. So there's only 2 girls. So we have our names are a little more girly than the boys. They're not as strong as the boys. The boys got really nice names, strong names.
All right. Well, thank you. So how long have you been doing this?
Together we've been doing this about 9 months.
So is this you get gigs and stuff?
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to contact you, how do
We have one card today. I forgot all my cards.
I was the only one who brought one.
Go ahead and give it to him.
So it's
You gotta bring your business cards, man.
That one's probably a blooper. Is it crooked?
No, I think that one's good. That one's good.
I just buy flowers, I know.
Oh, good. It's been
so it's 530-868-14. What kind of jobs have you gotten? What do you?
I've done a funeral. I did a wedding. I did a few parties. I did that kind of stuff.
Gotta keep it in the family.
Me, I just play with them mostly when we play on the street, For most time you do a funeral, wedding, you don't have a drummer,
Just weddings you do.
Maybe a wedding, but most time when he does do something that I can go to, I have something else I have to be at,
But it cools down.
But you will work together.
Yeah, we do.
Well, it's great. It's great having some music out here. There's been about 3 weeks where there's no music, and that's kind of unusual. Yeah. So thanks for coming out. So I'm here at the Thursday night market, talking to
Carol.
Carol.
Hi.
And tell me a little bit about what you're doing here.
Well, Butte County Healthcare Coalition is a group of people from Chico, mostly from Chico and Paradise, and our main purpose is to advocate for a single-payer health plan, and it would be the sort of health plan that would cover everybody. It would be a just health plan.
Well, when did this form?
10 years ago.
So it's been going for quite a while.
Yeah, we had the initiative in '94, which was defeated because the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies came out against it.
But you've kept going.
Oh yeah, and we're still at it, and we're going to be at it.
Yeah, and you have a web address here?
We do. Our web address is here on our side. Does it pick up on your, or should I read?
No, I'll put it on the
Very
page.
good. All right.
And you put out a newsletter?
We have a quarterly, and we would love anybody who comes to Farmers Market to sign up on our sheet, and we will mail the quarterly, which will tell them something about what we're doing. All right? Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this Chico Food Systems Project. Now, who came up with a name like that? I mean, that's a real sort of...
We borrowed the name.
You borrowed the name?
Yeah, there's a group called the Berkeley Food Systems Project. We're the Chico Food System, singular. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
But, Matt Brickley and myself kind of sat down and tried to think of an appropriate name for what we were trying to do, and we figured we needed something that was really descriptive, and mostly in the name you could kind of tell what we were trying to get at. and what the group would be focused on, and we're basically trying to help the establishment of a local food system. And so the name kind of says it all. And
You've got some great people on the board.
yeah, it's a good group.
Who's on the board?
We've got Michael Isles from the Butte Culinary Academy. Cindy Medeiros from Cindy Medeiros Catering is on there. Nancy Schlager is a rice farmer, and she's a market grower as well, has been in the past. Matt Brickley, Lee Altieri is a professor of crop ecology at Chico State University, myself, and I guess that's it.
And there's some other good folks coming to the meetings too. So
Yeah, it's been great. A lot of interest. The food service director for the Chico Unified School District has been coming because one of the projects we've been working on is to introduce the idea of developing farmers market salad bars and school lunch programs. So
now tell me a little bit about this project coming up in September. The Slow Food.
September, the Slow School Food Feast has to do with that. We're having two presenters come up from one woman, Michelle Mascarenas, who's kind of they were the pilot program for this farmers market salad bar, and started in Santa Monica. Started with one grade school in Santa Monica where they linked farmers market growers with the lunch program. And then it spread to two schools within a year, and now it's the whole district. And
The whole district?
The whole district
Wow.
is plugged into the farmers market for their salad bars, where most of them didn't have salad bars, period. Now they've got fresh local produce in their salad bars. And it's been really successful. And one of the goals is to get kids to eat more vegetables and fruits, and this has done it. A few of the schools had salad bars before, but they weren't fresh local produce. They were stale and they were tasteless, and they didn't work. And then they implemented the fresh local produce, and it was a completely different deal. And so they've been successful in getting kids to eat more fruits and vegetables. They've been successful in supporting local growers, and so it's benefited everybody. And my feeling is that the time is right in Chico too.
I'm the succulent selling sidekick.
So you're into succulents, huh?
Yes.
How'd you get interested in succulents?
Well, my landlord has a nursery, a cactus collection, so to speak. And he has 4 greenhouses filled with all of these. So there's a whole, like 5 acres or so of land just devoted to growing succulents and cactus, which are, cacti are a member of the succulent family. So all of these.
So you kind of branched out a little bit from him and got into the succulents.
Oh well, no. I mean, I'm really this. Yeah, he wants me to take over the business, but I'm more of just like into the selling them and I did some transplanting for a while, which all creatures resist change at first, so they were a bit hesitant for me. They would bite and stuff, as we move them from one pot into the bigger one, but. For the most part, they adjusted very well, and I've just been doing mainly now. He's hired someone else to do that. But mainly, I'm just like the succulent seller.
So tell me about some of these.
Okay. Well, we have these are the most interesting ones, I think. Well, a lot of them are interesting, but these are from Africa, and they're called lithops, and they're actually like flowering stones. I mean, they're alive, but they're flowers that grow out of the middle of all of these. There's over 100 species of just these.
They do look like stones, some of them.
Yeah, and these look like something out of a Mario Brothers cartoon, but I really like these. Lithos is the Greek word for stone, so I guess that's why they were named lithops.
And they must be then from Greece.
But actually, that would be way too cold, probably not a warm enough climate at all. But Africa, maybe the Greeks. The Greeks, I'm sure, named them when they, explored. And then let's see, we have. This is interesting. This is a jade. It's a jade palm, is the common name. It's actually like of the Cressula species. They get to be very nice and big and kind of shaped somewhat similar to like bonsai trees and stuff.
Yeah, we have one on our front porch that's huge.
Yes, they get quite big. And over here we have a San Pedro. These get to be huge, and they branch off all kinds of arms, limbs, appendages, you know. And the ones with the longer spikes actually have a high source of mescaline in them. So hallucinogenic cactus right there. Let's see, we've got Escheverias are succulents, and they come in many different genuses. I mean, there's all different variations of color. This is a member also of that species, this one. And then we have some from Mexico. These are Anacampusarios with the pink. They get pink leaves depending on the light. Their leaf color.
Huge too?
These don't get very big. I haven't seen ones that have gotten. They mostly just kind of grow taller, and they get more of these little sprouted things. But most of the time, like they don't get. I've never seen any really past about this height. I would imagine they get a little bigger, but they're not like the cactus of biblical proportions, gigantic size. The barrel cactus. Let's see if we have a sample. Aha! This one here. These I've seen, they get to be really big and round, huge, like really tall, very round. Yeah, these are really big ones. Most of the succulents that I've seen, like these are a donkey tail, which where's their donkey tail around here? They mostly kind of grow, here we go. These donkey tails are from Mexico. It's a sedum. This one's named Sal, of course. And they grow nicely, they just kind of keep growing over the pot. Like they expand, they grow more of these little things and just keep growing.
Sort of trail down.
Yeah, they trail down. Yeah, they hang. They're nice for hanging plants as well, like if you have them, crawling down your wall or something. I told Claude we should have a cactus cap, with like some flowers and some spikes, on them and advertise. It would be great if we had someone to manufacture it, and just kind of market it. And we get a lot of business. The young, the old, the short, the tall.
You were doing a little song and dance this morning, was that?
I was just, it was to get me, ready for all the cactus action, but, so maybe someday, it was once on vaudeville long ago. I was a performer on the stage, maybe
So what do you do? Give a sample?
I'm not really prepared right now. I'm in the cactus selling mode, but come on down to Claude's cactus collection is all I can say right now.
Smoking, I smoke salmon and trout and chicken and turkey, and it's usually garlic, pepper, rice wine vinegar, usually garlic flavored, and the zinfandel. And let it sit for about 2 hours, and put it on the grill and smoke it. It's awesome.
But it really makes the flavor.
It does. It just pops the flavor right out of the meat. It's great.
How are the grapes doing this year?
Oh, we had a major freeze. In March, it was just extremely warm. It just went from real cold to just real warm. I mean, you were in shorts in one day, from wood stoves to shorts. And then about 3 weeks of this really intense warm weather caused our blossoms of our Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, and Zen in our lower vineyard. We have 100 acres. And then came these 9 days of intense freeze. Be warm during the day, the blossoms would come at night. So vineyards can take it to about 29 degrees, and then everything just freezes. So we've lost 2/3 or maybe maybe 7/8 of our Zin and our Chardonnay. And our lower vineyard, our upper vineyard hadn't budded out, so it was fine. The Merlots and the Cabs, we have a very bountiful Cab and Merlot year.
But sometimes it's the hardships that the vines go through that makes the wine for the year so good.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, all in Napa. I mean, right now we're getting phone calls. Brokering wine grapes right now is just, if we had the volume, we could have made a lot of money. And as it goes, yeah. But the wines have been selling really good. The farmers market's been a definite asset through all the stores. People are now just tasting La Rocca Vineyard wines and finding out that sulfites do play a major difference in their wine drinking experience.
So it's gone very well. Markets. How many markets have you been going to?
Well, I'm in a few in the Bay Area, but I'm not doing them due to the wedding. I start 2 weeks after the wedding, which is the 23rd of June.
So your daughter's getting married.
Yes, my daughter's getting married, and so I haven't diverted. But then I got into Marin in San Francisco, so I'll be heading down twice a week to the city and passing this market on to a friend of mine who will run it. Because I'm going to be driving. I just got a new van. But so the wine drink, out of 1 million to 1,500,000 cases, only one does not have sulfites. So I think there's less than about 90,000 cases of non-sulfited wine produced annually in California, and probably there's 23 billion cases of sulfited wine. So it's quite we're quite unique and and so when people start to understand that it isn't always appellation that creates quality wine, that it's farming practices and processing, pure organic processing, that a high quality, yes, a little blue collar guy from Chico, California can make an excellent wine. He's had 12 years experience. I know he released some bad wines back in the early 90s, but believe me folks, he's really gotten good now.
I remember the wine that he called the herbaceous wine.
Yeah, the herbaceous Zin. Yeah, because we had
that was just 1 year.
Yes, and that was because of the bay laurel, and we would cut the bay laurel down because we were organic. We weren't pulling up the root system, and it was yerba sana. It's very strong, heavy.
You could definitely taste the yerba santa in the wine.
And it would rain, and then the water would go through the bay laurel roots and the yerba sana, and then the wickiupping of the grapevines would get that water that had been tainted and come up, and the flavor came in through the vine. So we had the herbaceous Zin.
I guess that's one of the reasons, or that ability to pull in those different flavors, are kind of what makes the different wines very unique in different parts of the country.
And that's what creates appellations. And that does. But believe me, California, most all of California is a wonderful appellation.